Can you see the screen, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will just revise the non-exact rules that we have seen, that is finding the integrating factor by various method. That will do revision. I had given you 4 questions. 2 we could solve in the class. Remaining 2, did you try at home? Yeah. Students, reply
Yes,
quickly.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Fine. So let us just revise the rules. What do you mean by differential equation? Exact differential equation. If the differential equation m dx plus n dy is equal to 0, has a function u x comma y such that this m dx plus n dy becomes equal to du, then it is said to be exact. For which the necessary and sufficient rather condition is del by m by del by y is equal to del by n by del by x, right? But if it is not equal, then the differential equation is said to be non-exact, and for which we find the integrating factor. So what's the role of integrating factor? When we multiply this integrating factor to the differential equation which was non-exact, now it becomes exact. Okay, so what's the rule 1? This m and n are functions of x and y. So if they are functions of x and y and the entire equation is non-exact such that they are homogeneous, degree of each of the term appearing in m and n are same, then they are called as homogeneous. And if mx plus ny is non-zero, then integrating factor is 1 upon mx plus ny. Okay, one of the student, I think so, Minakshi, she asked me to just revise this rule, so I'm revising it. Okay, 1 upon mx plus ny is the integrating factor when your m and n are what you say, they are homogeneous, and mx plus ny is non-zero. Then for example, I don't think so I've written those questions, the question which I had given you all. Okay, so if your mxy is say x square plus xy and nxy is say y square minus 2xy, then both of them are of same degree 2 and they are homogeneous. Along with that, mx plus ny should also be non-zero. Then the integrating factor is 1 upon mx plus ny. When you multiply this integrating factor to the equation, it becomes exact, and once it is exact, you know the solution. Integration m dx, y should be constant or free from y, plus integration n dy, x is constant or free from x. Okay, now rule 2 is applicable only if, can anybody just, I have written it here, has everybody understood when can we use rule 2? The given expression has to be rewritten in some form, y f1 xy dx plus x f2 xy dy. What is the meaning of this? You should be able to take along with dx y common, and whatever remains, that should be a function of x into y. Means whatever is the degree of x, same should be the degree of y in the term. 1 plus xy, 1 minus xy, x square y square minus xy plus 2. This is a function in xy. Sine of xy, e raised to xy. So these are functions of xy. So along with dx, you should be able to take y common. Along with dy, you should be able to take x common. And then if mx minus ny is non-zero, your integrating factor is 1 upon mx minus ny. Okay? Any doubt in this? Quickly reply.
मैम
No,
फर्स्ट सेकंड एंड थर्ड एंड फोर्थ में थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन है, मींस कहाँ लगाना है सब.
Okay. First and second are very very clear. They have said that your question only will be such that m और n जो है वहां पे m के टर्म सभी सेम डिग्री के होंगे, n के भी सेम डिग्री के होंगे. मतलब x स्क्वायर y स्क्वायर, अगर डिग्री 2 है तो सभी टर्म्स की डिग्री 2 होनी चाहिए, अगर 3 है तो सबकी डिग्री 3 होनी चाहिए. तो फर्स्ट रूल एंड सेकंड रूल इज क्लियर. यू आर हैविंग कंफ्यूजन इन थर्ड एंड फोर्थ, राइट?
यस मैम.
या तो थर्ड और फोर्थ का फिर से एक बार बताती हूँ. आपको क्वेश्चन तो मतलब आपको क्वेश्चन में से पता नहीं चलेगा कि वेदर यू टू यूज थर्ड और फोर्थ. m dx plus nxy dy is equal to 0. If this is your question, differential equation which is non-exact, how do you find it is non-exact? आप del by m by del by y and del by n by del by x सभी फाइंड करोगे कि क्या है वो del by m by del by y and del by n by del by x. You are going to find this, everyone?
यस मैम.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously they'll be different.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now when they are different, either you subtract del by m by del by y minus del by n by del by x, या फिर del by n by del by x minus del by m by del by y. डिफरेंस क्या होगा? अगर पहला वाला प्लस है तो दूसरा वाला माइनस होगा, बराबर?
ओके ओके, आई गॉट इट.
Yes, ma'am.
So values will be almost the same. लेकिन वो वैल्यूज जो आएंगे, जो फंक्शंस आएंगे ना, वो कौन से टाइप के हैं? एम टाइप के हैं क्या एन
Excuse
टाइप?
me, ma'am.
Just a second.
Ma'am,
Let me complete, then I'll tell you. Okay? Then you tell me. Deba m by deba y minus deba n by deba x जो है, I think so some people are waiting, so you are telling me. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So they should have come on time ना, that's why then again the flow gets cut.
वो भूपेश सर ने लेट किया.
ठीक है. Okay, all are admitted. Just a second, I'll keep it on here also. Sakshi, nowadays you are joining every day late, huh? Sakshi Salunke, please join on time. Okay, should we go ahead? It's yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So where we were? Yes. Deba m by deba y minus deba n by deba x करो, या फिर deba n by deba x minus deba m by deba y करो. ये दोनों सब्सट्रैक्शन में डिफरेंस इतना रहेगा कि पहला वाला अगर पॉजिटिव है तो दूसरा वाला क्या होगा? नेगेटिव होगा. नेगेटिव होगा, लेकिन आंसर जो होगा वो एक ही फंक्शन होगा. इट विल बी सेम फंक्शन, नेगेटिव या पॉजिटिव. ठीक है, तो वो फंक्शन देख के ये देखना है कि वो कौन से टाइप का दिख रहा है, एम के जैसे दिख रहा है या एन के जैसे दिख रहा है. तो अगर वो फंक्शन एम के जैसे दिख रहा है तो फोर्थ रूल आएगा, डिवीजन बाय एम करके वो कैंसिल होंगे टर्म्स, और यू विल बी, और आपको क्या मिलेगा? सिर्फ y का फंक्शन मिलेगा. अगर वो n जैसा दिख रहा है, मतलब सपोज n इज 2xy, और ये सब्सट्रैक्शन करने के बाद f ऑफ x में आपको मिल रहा है 2x²y. ठीक है, ये सब्सट्रैक्शन करने के बाद मिल रहा है आपको 2x²y, और n है 2xy, तो वो उस टाइप का दिख रहा है ना सब्सट्रैक्शन, तो डिवाइड बाय n करोगे तो कैंसिल होके 2x² अपॉन 2xy, तो क्या बचेगा? x बचेगा, मतलब फंक्शन ऑफ x. तो इंटीग्रेटिंग फैक्टर होगा e raised to f of x dx. Is that clear? समझ में आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Everyone, this is quite
Yes, ma'am.
important. यही कंफ्यूजन होता है सबको, सभी बच्चों को यही कंफ्यूजन होता है कि हाउ डिड वी गेट दैट, विच रूल टू अप्लाई, रूल 3 या रूल 4. I'll just repeat once again if you want. डेबा m by डेबा y माइनस डेबा n by डेबा x करोगे, या फिर डेबा n by डेबा x माइनस डेबा m by डेबा y करोगे, दोनों का आंसर एक का पॉजिटिव आया तो दूसरे का नेगेटिव आएगा, लेकिन फाइनल आंसर एक ही फंक्शन होगा जो आप कंपेयर करोगे n से या m से. अगर m जैसे दिख रहा है तो डिवीजन बाय m करोगे, सो रूल 4, एंड n जैसे दिख रहा है तो रूल 3 यूज करोगे, डिवीजन बाय n, विच शुड बी फंक्शन इन x. अल्टीमेटली इट शुड बी फंक्शन इन x, डिवाइड करने के बाद, और यहाँ पे भी फंक्शन इन y होना चाहिए, तो ही ये रूल एप्लीकेबल है. क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that was about rule 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let us go to rule 5, which I have not taught you all. I'll just show you the rule here, and then we'll take the example of rule 5. Okay. Yeah. So what is rule 5? Basically, when none of the rule are applicable, मतलब कौन से rules, ये जो हम लोगों ने अभी देखे 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, first 4 applicable नहीं है, those are not applicable, and still we know that it is non-exact. Still we know that it is non-exact. Then we are going to go for this rule 5. तो rule 5 क्या कहता है? Just see, look at the rule. Okay, your question will be of this type. Your given question is obviously of the type m dx plus n dy is equal to 0. So that question will be rewritten as this. Just see, can you see it? X raised to a, y raised to b into bracket m dx y plus n dy x plus x raised to p. ये दिखने में बहुत लेंदी लग रहा है, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So there is no need to convert it to this form, but the rule says that you will be able to write it in this form. अभी सॉल्व करते समय आपको पता चलेगा कि डायरेक्टली विल टेक द इंटीग्रेटिंग फैक्टर एज टू बी x raised to h, y raised to k, and we will solve it ahead saying that This is the integrating factor, and let us see what will be the values of h and k so that this will become exact differential equation. Are you getting it? समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
तो इसमें इंटीग्रेटिंग फैक्टर क्या है? इंटीग्रेटिंग फैक्टर है x raised to h y raised to k. Means what it is a polynomial, rather expression in xy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
This h and k can be negative, they can be fractions, they can be positive integer, they are real numbers. Only they are not complex numbers. And even they are not what do you say, irrational numbers. Square roots वगैरह नहीं आएंगे. Okay. ठीक है. So how we will go about it? Look at the question. Everyone please write down this question. 2y plus 6y square dx. I will show you how do we solve it. यहाँ पे hint और एक चीज है. Can you tell me when you will be able? Already I have told you when all the rules above 1 2 3 4 applicable नहीं है और ये the given equation is written in this form, then we can use the integrating factor as x raised to h y raised to k. Can you look at the expression and tell me that your given question will be of specific type? Whenever the differential equation is of this type only, I'll be using this fifth rule. कोई बता सकता है? Just think about it. It's not difficult. Quickly.
We will be having x, y and xy terms.
Second rule.
mxy terms means what? Obviously mxy terms always are there. You are right. You are not approaching the correct answer. आपको क्या बोलना है? उसमें सिर्फ x और y रहेंगे, ऐसे आप बोल रहे हो क्या?
No, ma'am, it will have xy terms also. Like second rule we have.
Yeah. Will it have trigonometric log? हाँ बोलो, रितिका.
Ma'am, if we differentiate, I mean deva m by deva y, then we get 2 plus 12xy. So we have only xy terms. And similarly for deva
Very
m by
good.
deva
Very good. Very.
x.
हाँ, correct. See, look at the expression. ये जो इक्वेशन हम लोगों को दिया होगा उसको मैं बोल रही हूँ कि I'll be able to write only in x and y terms. कहीं पे ये m n r s p q a b सभी नंबर्स है. स्मॉल n p q r s a b ये सभी ना नंबर्स है. Okay, fine. So everything else is either dx dy or it is x y ना. तो given question will be of the type polynomial only. It cannot be trigonometric, it cannot be logarithmic, it cannot be exponential. So that's one hint. मैंने नीचे question भी जो दिया है, just look at that question ना. Can you see the question?
Yeah.
So is it having any term of sine, trigonometric, logarithmic? कुछ है क्या?
No, ma'am.
No.
No. So
It's just
the hint,
polynomial.
yes. So the hint will be it should be just polynomial, and that too one of the previous. It is not homogeneous. Look at the question now. Y raised to 1 है लेकिन x नहीं है यहाँ पे. तो given, so it is not homogeneous. If I take y common, देखो यहाँ से मैंने y अगर common लिया तो xy आ रहा है. This is happening. यहाँ से मैंने अगर x common लिया, then also I'm getting xy. So it can be, yeah. So this question can also be tried to solve with the help of rule 2. समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes.
Rule 2 is also, yeah, for this example, क्योंकि look at the expression here, y raised to 2 है और यहाँ पे y है, तो मैंने अगर y common लिया तो it will become 2 plus 6xy, which is a function in xy. हाँ, but yeah.
But that is for this example, na ma'am, because polynomial not necessary every time you'll be getting xy.
हाँ, बराबर. ये example में हो रहा है. And this example is also fitting into fifth rule. So whichever strikes you first. समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Miss?
हाँ बोला. Yes.
Miss ते म्हणजे इंटिग्रेशन ऑफ m dx and y कॉन्स्टंट असंच करायचं आहे का?
नाही, आता सध्या हे एक्झॅक्टच नाहीये. दिस क्वेश्चन इज नॉट एक्झॅक्ट ओनली. यू हॅव टू फर्स्ट मेक इट एक्झॅक्ट अँड देन वी विल सॉल्व इट बाय दॅट इंटिग्रेशन m dx y is constant and integration n dy free from x. ठीक है?
हो मॅम.
Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and we will try to solve this question. Now let me write down the question first. The question is 2y plus 6 xy square. Okay, I don't think so. You will be able to see it. Then dx plus 3x plus 8x square y dy is equal to 0. Just a second. Let me stop sharing this screen and I'll share that. Yeah. Can you see what I have written? It's not come in a straight line. The equation is 6y plus 2y plus 6xy square dx plus 3x plus 8x square y dy equal to 0. Okay. You can see it now, what I have written?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now we will see whether, first of all, we can rewrite it in that particular form or not. Okay. So let me see. Oh, where is it gone? The Vacom thing. Yeah. So first of all, what is the necessity? We have to convert it to the form x raised to some power, y raised to some power into bracket m dx plus n dy. So dx is present in the first bracket as well as in the second bracket. So suppose m dx I want to write now. So dx के साथ what I will do is 2y dx. Okay, just see here. This is this term which is there. Okay, it is 2y and dx. So I'm writing it here. There is no x term there. Okay, as well as here there is 3x dy. So plus 3x dy. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the power of x common and y common? There is no x and y term with 2y and 3x. I have written directly those terms. Na? So x raised to 0, y raised to 0 is there. Clear? Plus. समजला का सगळ्यांना?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Plus,
Yes, yes.
what are the terms which are left now? 6xy square. Yeah. So with dx. What I want with dx? I want only y dx and 6. Correct, na? 6y dx. So what is left? xy.
XY.
Plus.
Ma'am, can you zoom in that page?
Control enter. Just a second.
मिस आपल्याला पण झूम करता येतं.
Rather you zoom it from your side, I suppose. This is the maximum that I can do. Okay, what I will do, I try to write a little bit big. Okay. So xy, 6y, dx. What I have done from, please mute your mic because then in the recording there will be echo. 6xy square, which is there, I have taken xy common. So 6y dx will remain. And from 8x square y, what I'm going to do is I'll write 8x dy common is equal to 0. Okay. So xy if I take common, then it is 6y from the first bracket, 6y dx, and from the second bracket it is 8x dy. Is this clear to everyone?
मॅम कसं
Yes.
आलं नाही
हा सांगते परत एकदा लिहिते. ओके, लेट मी कलेक्ट 2y. Can you see this now clearly? 2y, what is outside dx? Along with this, is there anything which is present? x ची पॉवर किंवा y ची पॉवर आहे का? काहीच नाहीये. So x ची पॉवर 0, y ची पॉवर 0. बरोबर? Yes?
Yes.
Similarly, this 3x which is there, that is also alone with dy. So plus 3x dy. So with this also there is no x power, no y power. So x raised to power 0, y to the power 0. Okay? Plus, now let me check the other terms. What are the other terms? This is the term 6xy square. So what is 6xy square term? This is, I want to take y dx common. So what will be 6y dx? I can write common 6y dx. What is left? One x is left and one y is left. So x to the power 1, y to the power 1 is left. Along with this, which term I can take together? 8x square y. But what I have taken common? Xy I have taken common. So what is left? 8x dy is left. is equal to 0, which is in the form x raised to a y raised to b my dx plus nx dy plus x raised to p y raised to q ry dx plus sx dy is equal to 0. So this is in the required form. Can you see that? So rule 5 is applicable.
नुसते 6y dx कळालं नाही.
हा 6y dx हे बघ 6 किती टर्म्स आहेत दिलेल्या क्वेश्चन मध्ये 4 टर्म्स आहेत. ते 4 टर्म्स आपल्याला ह्या फॉर्म मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचे. तर पहिले टर्म्स मी कुठले घेतले 2y आणि 3x त्याच्यामध्ये फक्त y dx आणि x dy एवढेच टर्म आहेत. x टू दी पॉवर 0 y टू दी पॉवर 0 हे आपण कॉमन लिहू शकतो. त्यामुळे पहिला आणि तिसरा हे कलेक्ट केले. आता 6xy² आणि
Basically, it is grouping, ma'am has
Correct.
grouped two separate things, and
Yes.
जहाँ से xy कॉमन नहीं निकल सकता वहां से एक ग्रुप, और जहाँ से xy कॉमन निकल सकता है वहां का एक ग्रुप, ऐसे अलग अलग लिखा है मैम.
yes now
कळालं मला.
हा कळालं ना. ओके. So x raised to a, y raised to b, x raised to p, y raised to q, and remaining things are inside. Now, if I go by solving, taking the value of m, n, p, q, r, s, it becomes very lengthy. So once we are able to convert it to this form, directly I'll say that integrating factor of this particular differential equation will be x raised to h, y raised to k. No need to go to find what is m, what is n, and then find out what will be the final answer. Directly say, if your given equation can be rewritten in this form, your integrating factor will be x raised to h, y raised to k. ठीक है, समझला?
समजलं.
हा आता हा इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर आपल्या दिलेल्या इक्वेशन 1 ला इफ आय मल्टिप्लाय देन इट बिकम्स एक्झॅक्ट डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन. एव्हरीबडी एग्रीज टू दिस?
Yes, ma'am.
So multiply 1 with integrating factor. Those who are quiet, please try to understand. And if you are not understanding, ask. So what I will do, I'll multiply this integrating factor. Just a second, somebody is entering the meeting. Yeah. Yes. So x raised to h, y raised to k is the integrating factor. So multiply it with 1. I will get 2. Just see, I'm writing 2y plus 6xy square into x raised to h, y raised to k dx plus 3x plus 8x square y into x raised to h, y raised to k dy equal to 0. Okay, this is your differential equation now. So what is m? What is m? M is 2x raised to h, y raised to k plus 1. Can you understand this? हे फक्त समजून घ्या. x चा power termच नाहीये. So x raised to h as it is, it will be. Y term is present, y to the power 1 and y to the power k. So total powers of y will become k plus 1
K plus 1.
plus 6x to the power h plus 1, y to the power k plus 2. This is your m. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
what will
Thanks.
be? Yeah. Fine. Yeah, please ask.
मॅम परत एकदा सांगा ना.
हा आपण इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर जर दिलेलं इक्वेशन ह्या फॉर्म मध्ये लिहू शकलो तर त्याला इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर एक्स रेस टू एच वाय रेस टू के हे लिहितो. हा इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर आहे म्हणजे काय, जेव्हा हा टर्म आपल्याला दिलेल्या गिवन इक्वेशनला मल्टिप्लाय केला तर तो डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन एक्झॅक्ट होणार. त्यामुळे मी इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर दिलेल्या क्वेश्चनला मल्टिप्लाय केलं. ठीक आहे.
हा ओके मॅम.
हा आता मल्टिप्लाय केल्यानंतर मी नवीन एम लिहितीये का, जर दिस डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन इफ इट इज एक्झॅक्ट नाव देन डेबा एम बाय डेबा वाय शुड बिकम इक्वल टू डेबा एन बाय डेबा एक्स.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that will give me the values of h and k, and then it will become exact, and once it is exact, substitute the value of h and k and solve it by a normal method. So I have written the value of m. कसा लिहिला value of m? Multiply करायचे 2y x raised to h y raised to k. So it is x raised to h and y raised to k plus 1 plus 6x h raised to x raised to h plus 1 and y raised to k plus 2 कारण y ची power k आणि 2 आहे. Is it okay now? I think so. It was Ankita. Ankita, you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what is n? Tell me, Ankita, then. What is n? 3
N is 3x
raised to,
h plus 1
very good.
plus 8
Wait, y raised to k is left, na? Multiply y
sorry
also.
y raised to k
Plus
plus 8 x raised to 2 h plus 2 and y raised to k plus 1.
correct, k plus 1. That is your n. Correct?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is delta m by delta y now? Delta m by delta y is differentiate this with respect to y. So it will become 2 into k plus 1 x raised to h y raised to k plus 6 into k plus 2 x raised to h plus 1 y raised to k plus 1. I'll repeat. 2x raised to h is constant because I'm differentiating with respect to y. So 2 and x raised to h as it is. What's the derivative of y raised to k plus 1 with respect to y? K plus 1 comes down and y to the power reduce 1, k plus 1 minus 1, that is k, plus 6x raised to h as it is, k plus 2 down, y raised to k plus 1. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what is delta n by delta x? Differentiate n with respect to x. So 3y raised to k will remain as it is. Derivative of x raised to h plus 1 is h plus 1 x raised to h plus 8y raised to k plus 1 is as it is. X raised to h plus 2 derivative is h plus 2 x raised to h plus 1. Did you understand this? Very simple.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, since the differential equation 2 is exact, so what should happen? Delta m by delta y should be equal to delta n by delta x. Correct? That's the condition for exactness. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the derivatives that we have got, delta m by delta y and delta n by delta x, they should be equal. When they'll be equal? If the right hand sides are equal, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So comparing the two, clearly, how will you understand that the application of rule 5 is correct? You will just see the powers of x and y which are appearing in delta m by delta y. की दोन्ही इक्वेशन्स मध्ये x raised to h आणि y raised to आणि y raised to चे टर्म्स जे आहेत ते सेम पॉवरचे असणार. जस्ट कंपेअर. द फर्स्ट एक्सप्रेशन हॅज x raised to h, y raised to k. So here also I have x raised to h, y raised to k. So what you will compare? 2 into k plus 1 should be equal to 3 into h plus 1. समजलं? चैतन्य, अंकिता, प्रशांत, you are there?
समजलं ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And similarly, x raised to h plus 1, y raised to k plus 1. Those are also common. So what we will compare? 6 into k plus 2 is equal to 8 into h plus 2. Is it okay? So these are two equations in two unknowns. So you'll get a unique solution. What are the two equations? 2k minus 3h is equal to 3h इकडे आणला minus आणि हा झाला 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Then it is 6k minus 8h is equal to 16 minus 12. So that is 4. Okay. Solve this simultaneously. You'll get the values of h and k. Check what are the values of h and k and tell me quickly.
H is equals to 1 and y is equals to,
K.
sorry, k is equals to 2.
Everybody is getting this, please. Oh, I've overwritten it. I've moved the page. Fine, I'll rewrite it. Okay. So it is 2k minus 3h and 6k minus 8h is equal to 1 and is equal to 4. Solving this simultaneously, you get the value to be h is equal to 1 and k is equal to 2. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you repeat the reason why we equate 6k plus 2 equals to 8h plus 2?
deba m by deba y. Now what we have done, we have integrated this, we have multiplied with the integrating factor, correct? We have multiplied it with the integrating factor. Therefore, your differential equation has become exact now.
Yes, ma'am.
So deba m by deba y should be equal to deba n by deba x, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Therefore, you have to compare the right hand side. So which parts you are going to compare? X raised to h you are going to compare, x raised to h, y raised to k you are going to compare with the term x raised to h, y raised to k on in deba n by deba x. And what is that part? Oh, the coefficient you are going to compare. What is the coefficient of x raised to h, y raised to k in deba m by deba y? 2k plus 1. And what's the coefficient of x raised to h, y raised to k in deba n by deba x? 3h plus 1. So that we have compared. Similarly, x raised to h plus 1, y raised to k plus 1 का coefficient 6k plus 2 है और यहाँ पे है 8h plus 2. So we have compared the two and we got the equations into two unknowns and we got the unique value h and k. H is equal to 1 and k is equal to 1. K is equal to 2, she's saying. Has everybody got that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Therefore, just a second now, let me click on new page.
मिस MCQ मध्ये हे क्वेश्चन येऊ शकतो का?
जस्ट अ सेकंड ना. MCQ मध्ये
हे क्वेश्चन
x रेस टू h, y रेस टू k चा येणार. Just a second. Okay. So can you see now what I'm writing? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what we got
Yes,
the
ma'am.
value? Yeah, we got the value of h to be equal to 1 and k equal to 2. Correct?
Yes.
Therefore, your integrating factor is x raised to 1 and y raised to 2. This is your integrating factor. So your differential equation 2, what it will become? Just rewrite it, what it was? 2y plus 6xy square into bracket xy square
Y.
dx plus 3x plus 8x square y into xy square dy is equal to 0 is exact differential equation. And now once it is exact, you know what is the solution. Integration m dx, y is constant. You can take any way around, okay, because both of them are polynomials. So y is constant. I'll multiply it inside. It is 2x y cube plus 6x square y raised to 4 dx plus integration 3x square y square plus 8x cube y cube dy is equal to c terms
E from X.
E from x. So both the things are having x and therefore this entire integration will become 0. So only you have to do the first integration and that's why what's the answer? If y is constant, 2y cube will come out. Integration of x is x square by 2 plus 6y raised to 4 will come outside. Integration of x square is x cube by 3 is equal to c. Simplifying, your answer is x square y cube plus 2 is there obviously. 6 will get cancelled and it will become 2 x cube y raised to 4 is equal to c. This 2 also has got cancelled, correct? I should have cancelled it out. Okay, fine. So your answer is this. X square y cube plus 2 x cube y raised to 4 is equal to c. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it.
I'll just repeat the steps. Okay, I'll just give you the algorithm once again so that it remains fixed in your mind. So what is the first thing? If your rule 1, 2, 3, 4 is not applicable, then you see whether the given equation should be only in polynomial which can be rewritten can be rewritten in form x raised to what alphabets I had used there? X raised to a, y raised to b, my dx plus nx dy plus x raised to p, y raised to q, r y dx plus s x dy is equal to 0. Then step 2, integrating factor is x raised to h, y raised to k is the integrating factor. Multiply to given equation so that it becomes exact. Step 3, deba m by deba y should become equal to deba n by deba x. This gives two equations into unknowns h comma k, giving unique value of hk. Step 4, substitute these values and solve the exact differential equation by taking m dx plus n dy. With dx, y is constant, and with dy, free from x is equal to c. Clear? Is the method clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So now let us go to the next topic. I'll share you some questions. Yeah.
Ma'am, is it necessary to take y is equal to constant and terms free from x, or we
No.
can take other way around?
Other way around also you can take, not a problem. See, all of them are polynomials only, all the terms. Now, none of the integration would become difficult. So I took the first one as constant and second as free. You can take x is y free from y and x is constant. You will get the same answer. Answers won't be different.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So now this topic is clear. I'll share more questions with you all on this. Okay. Now we'll go to the next. Yeah. Anyone has
मग
any?
तसं केलं तर सिमिलर आन्सर येईल ना, सेम नाही येणार ना?
कॉन्स्टंट्स वेगळे येऊ शकतात, ते आपण सी मध्ये एकत्र करून लिहू शकतो.
ओके.
Okay. Can you see the page now? Let me just check. New page they have said. I tried with new page. Second is linear. Can you see what I'm writing? No, na?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Now you can see, na?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we are going to see now linear differential equation. Okay. So let me come back again to that PDF which I have created. Yeah. Can you see the PDF now? Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah. So
Yes,
what do you mean by linear differential equation? Okay. So linear differential equation is of a specific type. It is basically dy by dx plus pxy is equal to qxy. This is the form. But before that, can you tell me what do you think linear means? What should happen in the differential equation if it is linear?
Having degree 1.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Degree of the term should be 1. Now, degree of the term, two terms are there. One is dependent variable and another is independent variable. So we find the solution for dependent variable, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we are going to talk about the degree of dependent variable. ठीक है? Is it okay? Are you getting it? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So your differential equation should have the power of dependent variable to be 1, as well as the derivative, since it is first order first degree, dy by dx also should be power 1. There should be no term multiplied by y into dy by dx. Those type of examples we are going to solve. Okay, y dy by dx, this product is not allowed, and basically power of y which is appearing should be only 1. Even if dy by dx is multiplied by a constant, for example, what I've written here, dy by dx plus pxy is equal to qx. Dy by dx had said 4, then you have to remove that 4. Dy by dx had say x square, then remove that x square. How you'll remove?
By dividing
Absolutely.
it, whole
Dividing.
equation.
Yes, by dividing the whole equation, you will get dy by dx plus pxy is equal to qx. So remaining expressions will be only in x. Can you understand that? That means if it is linear differential equation of first order first degree, then it has to be of the form dy by dx plus pxy is equal to qx, where that px and qx are only function in x. Is this clear? That's the definition.
Yes, ma'am.
हा म्हणजे पी आणि क्यू मध्ये फक्त एक्स चे फंक्शन्स असायला पाहिजे. मग ते ई रेस टू एक्स चालतील, 1/1 प्लस एक्स स्क्वेअर चालेल, tan इनवर्स ऑफ एक्स चालेल, एव्हरीथिंग इज फाईन. बट अदर दॅन दॅट y पॉवर शुड बी ओनली 1 and dy by dx should be without any coefficient. Rather, coefficient should be 1. Then I say that this particular differential equation is linear differential equation. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now
Yes.
the method to solve it is we find a integrating factor which turns out to be e raised to integration px dx. E raised to integration px dx. This is your integrating factor. Okay. And then we get the solution to be y into here, y into e raised to integration p dx is equal to integration of qx e raised to integration p dx dx plus c. This is the mechanism to solve it. But how do we get it? Let's just go about it, okay, and find out. So again, this is not there in your what you say, proof is not there, but I'm actually explaining you all. Fine. So given differential equation is dy by dx plus pxy is equal to qx. So let us go by the integrating factor concept. What I will do, if I multiply this equation by integrating factor, it will become exact, right? Yeah. So if it is exact, then either we can solve it by total derivative concept or by integrating dx, y is constant, free from x, that type of thing. So here I'm going to use total derivative concept because it becomes quite simple to understand. So let me say mu to be the integrating factor. Mu हा integrating factor आहे असं समजून घ्या. सपोज जसं आपण x raised to h, y raised to k केलेलं ना integrating factor, तसं इथे सपोज mu हा integrating factor आहे. तर जर इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर मल्टिप्लाय केला आपण दिलेल्या इक्वेशनला, इफ आय मल्टिप्लाय dy by dx plus pxy is equal to qx by this integrating factor, your equation will become like this: mu dy by dx plus px mu y is equal to qx mu. Yes or no? हो की नाही?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, for writing this as a total derivative, I should start with some total derivative which will involve mu. म्हणजे mu चा काहीतरी टोटल डेरिव्हेटिव्हच्या फंक्शनने आपण हे इक्वेशन 1 कंपेअर करून mu फाइंड करता येतोय का बघायचं. इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर अजून फाइंड केला नाही. We have not found the integrating factor, so now I'm trying to find it with the help of total derivative. So what will be the total derivative of mu y? डेरिव्हेटिव्ह म्हणजे काय असतं किंवा टोटल डेरिव्हेटिव्ह म्हणजे काय असतं? Mu is a function of x, maybe y also. We'll see whether it is only of x. But mu is a function of xy or xa, and y is also a function of x. Can you see that? हे समजते का? d mu y म्हणजे काय ते? Please everyone, reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So d mu y will become equal to mu dy by dx. म्हणजे काय केलं मी? प्रोडक्ट रूल यूज करतेय. Mu as it is dy by dx plus, since mu has some function of variable x किंवा y, कोणाचं तरी फंक्शन असणार आहे, तर त्याच्या डेरिव्हेटिव्हला काहीतरी अर्थ आहे. सो म्यू डॅश. ओके. अँड y as it is. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
yeah, now I'm comparing this d mu with the equation 1. Only the left hand side. कारण left hand side मध्ये मला mu dy by dx दिसते बघा. Mu dy by dx, mu dy by dx. So if I compare this with the left hand side of 1, I will get mu dash to be equal to px mu. समजताय का? हाँ. So mu dash is equal to px mu. What is mu dash then? Mu dash is derivative of mu with respect to which variable? Everything should be in terms of x. Only power of y is 1. Rest all should be function of x. बरोबर?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have d mu by dx is equal to px mu. D mu by dx is equal to px mu, which is a variable separable differential equation. Therefore, I'll write d mu by mu is equal to px dx. D mu by mu is equal to px dx. Integrating this, I will get log of mu is equal to integration px dx. बरोबर?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And therefore taking anti-log, mu is e raised to integration px dx. नाहीतर तुम्ही म्हणला असतात की डायरेक्टली तुम्ही इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर, हाऊ डिड यू राइट e raised to integration p dx? So this is the reason, the proof. Okay, so we got the integrating factor. Now I multiply this integrating factor. I substitute the value of mu in the equation 1. So what I will get? E raised to integration px dx y is equal to qx e raised to integration px dx. ठीक है? समझला का? I have just substituted the value of mu. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now look at the left hand side carefully. Carefully. It is nothing but total derivative of e raised to integration p dx into y. म्हणजे काय? ह्याचा टोटल डेरिव्हेटिव्ह काय येणार? व्हॉट विल बी द टोटल डेरिव्हेटिव्ह ऑफ y इंटू e raised to integration p dx? Keep y as it is. Second term, keep y as it is. Integration of e raised to p dx is e raised to integration p dx into px. डेरिव्हेटिव्ह समजते का? Plus keep e raised to integration p dx as it is. Derivative of y with respect to x is dy by dx. So this is the left hand side is the total derivative of y into e raised to integration px dx, which is equal to qx in e raised to integration px dx. This step is the only important thing that you should understand. समजलं का हे काय आहे ते?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone?
Yes,
Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
so now if I want to find the solution, how will I go? I won't show you the ahead thing. Tell me what you have to do to get the solution. Solution म्हणजे काय? Y as a function of x चा आन्सर पाहिजे. काय करायचं?
इंटिग्रेट करायचं.
सगळ्यांना समजते का? सगळ्यांना समजते का? आदित्य ढोबळे आहे का तू? आन्सर देऊ नको. आहेस का आदित्य?
हा, हो मॅम.
समजलं का हे आतापर्यंत सांगितलेलं?
हो.
Okay, so you have to integrate it. Absolutely right. If you integrate it, dx will get cancelled, dn integration will get cancelled, and your solution will become y e raised to integration px dx is equal to integration of qx e raised to integration px dx plus c. This is your solution. Is it okay?
Yes,
So
Yes, ma'am.
so I have actually explained you how do we get the integrating factor and how do we get the solution of linear differential equation. You don't have to learn it. Okay, but if you understand, again when you solve it, if you go to write in every question all these steps, it will become lengthy. So then what you'll have to do is let me just write down the algorithm in short, and then you'll be able to understand it. Just a second. So now the algorithm is dy by dx plus px y is equal to qx is your differential equation. Then your integrating factor is e raised to integration px dx, and solution of this differential equation is y into integration px dx is equal to integration of qx e raised to integration of px dx. Please mute your mic, the student who has e raised to integration px dx plus c. This is your solution and this is your integrating factor. Is this okay, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's the way we will go for the questions to solve. So is there any doubt to anyone? You please ask. I think so the student who had unmuted wanted to say something.
Yes, ma'am. Can you please explain the previous concept once again? I lost my network, so you weren't audible.
Okay, so just a second. The previous page. I'll have to stop sharing this. So what was the thing that your differential equation, it will be a quick review also. If your differential equation is of the type dy by dx plus pxy is equal to qx, then it is said to be a linear differential equation in y. Okay, it is said to be linear in y because power of y is 1. Coefficient of dy by dx should be 1. Remaining all the functions should be only in x. So we are saying that let mu be the integrating factor of this particular differential equation. Then when we multiply the differential equation, it will become exact. So total derivative of this will exist, for which I will start with finding out what can be the value of mu. Okay, so for finding the value of mu, I'm taking first derivative or total derivative of mu y. Considering mu is a function of x alone, because here you can see only y has one power, remaining all should be in terms of x. So if mu is a function of x, then total derivative of mu y will be, keep mu as it is, dy by dx, plus take the derivative of mu with respect to x and keep y as it is. So d mu dy by dx plus mu dash y will be total derivative of d mu, which when I compare with the left hand side of equation 1, you just see mu dy by dx is there. So px mu y should be compared with mu dash y. And that's why mu dash will be px mu. So what is mu dash? Derivative of mu with respect to x. So d mu by dx is equal to px mu, which is a variable separable differential equation. So when I solve this variable separable differential equation, I get integration of d mu by mu is equal to integration px dx. What is 1 by mu integration? Log mu. So log mu is equal to integration px dx. So mu will become e raised to integration px dx. This is your integrating factor. And that's why your differential equation 1, which was mu dy by dx plus px mu y is equal to qx mu, now becomes e raised to integration px dx dy by dx plus px e raised to integration px dx y is equal to qx into e raised to integration px dx. Now since this is exact, total derivative will exist of this left hand side, which is nothing but d by dx of, just see, it is the total derivative of y into e raised to px dx. Y को वैसे ही रखना है, in derivative of e raised to will be e raised to as it is into derivative of the power which is px, plus e raised to integration px dx as it is into derivative of y, that is dy by dx. So this is the total derivative. Left hand side is the total derivative of this. Now if you want to find the solution, I have to remove this derivative and I want to get the equation y in terms of x. So just integrate it. So integrating, you will get this dx and this dx cancels, d and integration cancels. So your answer is y into e raised to integration px dx is equal to integration of qx e raised to integration px dx plus c. I know so many times I'm saying dx, but looking at the equations, it will be clear to you. This is the solution if your differential equation is linear in y. Is it okay, Kavita? Got it? Did you get it? Hello? There is network issue. Now similarly, if your differential equation is linear in x, can you tell me what will be the solution? I don't want to show you. What will be the form of the differential equation? It is linear in x.
X e raised to
x e raised to py dy equals to integration of qy e raised to px dx dy. Let's see.
Can you see my screen now, which is of page, blank page?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, it's notes of.
Only it's not only, na? So every time
Yes.
I have to stop and share the other screen. Just a second. Already it's 11:30. Just a minute. Let me complete this part at least. Yeah. So if you want to talk about different linear differential equation in X, who will tell me what will be the differential equation form?
dx by dy plus
Correct.
p of y to x equal to q of y.
Very good. Is equal to q of y. This will be your differential equation linear in X, where p and q are only functions in y. And what will be your integrating factor?
E raised to the power.
Yeah.
E raised to the power py into
P
dy.
of y.
Very good. Very good. And what will be the solution?
X into e
X
raised
e
to
raised
power.
to
X e raised to integration of py dy equals to integration qy into
E
e raised to integration py dy.
Again dy. Let's see.
plus c.
Absolutely right.
Yes.
Clear to everyone?
ते परत dy का घेतलं?
yes ma'am.
हा, हे इंटिग्रेशन कोणाच्या रिस्पेक्टने करणार ना? qy e raised to इंटिग्रेशन p dy हे ऑलरेडी लेफ्ट हँड साइडला होतं, पण तो डेरिव्हेटिव्ह काढण्यासाठी आपण इंटिग्रेशन केलं, हो की नाही चैतन्य?
हो.
मग ते इंटिग्रेशन
Yes, ma'am.
कुठल्या तरी व्हेरिएबलच्या रिस्पेक्ट असणार ना?
कळालं मग.
Okay. Everyone, is this clear? So I'll just take one example. I'm taking 5 minutes extra. I'm taking one example of linear, and then we'll stop so that I'll give you some questions for homework also. Let me just look at the questions. Actually, I had it written. Yeah. Let me take down this question. Example is dy by dx. These are the questions which have been asked in 2019 previous 19 pattern MCQ. Okay, dy by dx is equal to 4y plus 2x minus 4x square. So such type of questions were also asked. For 2 marks they were asked. Now they may be asked for 1 mark also. So dy by dx is equal to 4y plus 2x minus 4x square. This is your question. Okay, now we know many things. Okay, what do we know? We know variable separable differential equation. We know what type else we know? Homogeneous we know, non-homogeneous we know, exact we know, non-exact we know, and we know linear also. Okay, so almost all questions we know. So now we will think, if I look at this question, when I suppose I am appearing for the exam and I got to see this question, how will I identify whether it is variable separable, whether it's homogeneous, and so on? Okay, clearly you can see, is it variable separable?
No, ma'am.
Variables can be separated as by putting brackets, but dy and dx cannot be put along with that. So it is not variable separable. Samajhte ka? 2x minus 4x square, that is there. 4y is also separate. But when I take dx, it will come along with this entire bracket. So it is not variable separable. Okay? Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Secondly, it is not homogeneous because degrees are different. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Yeah.
Yes.
It is not, it is clearly, it is, clearly it is not exact also, because dx, when I take it on this side, so it will become dy is equal to 4y plus 2x minus 4x square into dx. And then I will rewrite it in the required form of m dx plus n dy, so that it will become what? M is this term, this is m dx, and minus 1 will become n. Correct? So obviously the derivatives are not equal. So it is not exact also. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
हाँ.
ma'am.
So rather than going for the rules, rules also will be, it's not homogeneous. It cannot be written in the form y dx, x dy, rule 1, rule 2 are not applicable. If I take the derivative, rule 3, rule 4 can be applicable sometimes. So, but rule 3, rule 5, again you'll have to find deb m by deb y, deb n by deb x, they are different. Subtracting, you will get one of them and then you have to decide. So rather than that, looking at the question directly, you see that there is only one term who has power y to be 1. Remaining everything is in x. That's the main. नॉन एक्झॅक्ट साठी ट्राय करू शकलो असतो, पण मग ते रूल 3 आहे, रूल 4 आहे वगैरे हे बघावं लागलं असतं. सो व्हॉट आय डिड, I looked at the question carefully and I saw that there is only one term which has power y and power of y is 1. That's why this can be converted to linear differential equation in y. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that the solution will go like this. The solution is dy by dx minus 4y is equal to 2x minus 4x square. Correct? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So that comparing this with dy by dx plus p of xy is equal to qx. What is px? Who will tell? What is px?
Minus 4.
Minus 4.
Minus 4.
Yeah. And what is qx? 2x minus 4x square. Very good. So what's the integrating factor? E raised to integration minus 4 dx. Okay? And that is e raised to minus 4x is your integrating factor. Therefore, your solution is y into e raised to minus 4x is equal to integration of q, that is 2x minus 4x square into e raised to minus 4x dx plus c. Don't forget to write down the constant of integration. And now what you have to do? You have to just use Bernoulli's integration of product of two functions. So who will be u and who will be v? Polynomial will be u and exponential will be v.
Exponential will be v.
Yeah. So what is your formula? Bernoulli's formula. Keep u as it is. This we have already used in Fourier series. First integration of e raised to minus 4x is e raised to minus 4x divided by minus 4. Plus, minus. Bernoulli's alternate plus minus sign. So minus first derivative of 2x, that is 2 minus 8x into second integration of e raised to minus 4x, that is e raised to minus 4x divided by minus 4 into minus 4, that is plus 16. And then plus one more derivative of this, that is minus 8 into e raised to minus 4x divided by 16 fours are minus 64 plus c. Is this okay, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And now you simplify and write down the answer. So your answer will be e raised to minus 4x is equal to, can I cancel out e raised to minus 4x throughout? Everywhere you can see e raised to minus 4x, na? So I'm cancelling
Yes.
out. Yeah. So e raised to minus 4x will get cancelled. What will remain is 2x minus 4x square from the first term divided by minus 4 minus 2 minus 8x divided by 16 minus of minus plus 8 by 64 plus c e raised to 4x. C e raised to 4x. Clear? And,
Yes,
and therefore your solution will be, now simplify it and write, it is my 2x upon minus 4. So minus x by 2 minus of minus plus x square, 4 will get cancelled, minus 2 by 16 is 1 by 8 plus minus of minus is plus x by 2, 8 by 16 is 1 by 2 plus 8 by 64 is 1 by 8 and plus c e raised to 4x. So minus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 cancels, minus x by 2 plus 1 x by 2 cancels, and therefore your solution is y is equal to x square plus c e raised to 4x. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
That is the solution
Yes.
of
Yes,
linear
ma'am.
differential equation. Okay. So everyone again will get at least one question of MCQ, not one. You will get minimum 2 or 2 to 3 of this. E raised to minus
Miss-
4x. Yeah. Bola. Yes, Chaitanya, please tell.
मिस ते y रेस टू मायनस 4x सांगताल का परत ते कट झालं ते
हा सगळीकडे लेफ्ट हँड साइडला तुला y इंटू इरेस टू मायनस 4x दिसतंय आणि इथे पण ब्रॅकेट मधले जे टर्म्स आहेत त्यांना सगळ्यांना इरेस टू मायनस 4x मल्टिप्लाइड आहे. त्यामुळे ते जर काढायचं असेल तर इरेस टू 4x ने मल्टिप्लाय केलं मी थ्रू आउट दोन्ही बाजूला. ठीक आहे. तर
हो.
e raised to minus 4x into e raised to 4x कॅन्सल होऊन e raised to 0 येणार विच इज 1. पण हा c जो एकटा होता त्याच्याबरोबर e raised to 4x येणार ना.
मायनस येईल ना मग
मायनस काढण्यासाठी आपण प्लस ने मल्टिप्लाय करतो ना.
हा
ठीक आहे. ओके डन एव्हरीवन अंडरस्टूड.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I'll give more questions for you all to solve. You try that, and maybe on Monday also we'll take more examples on this. I'll solve it on the board also. And last part which is left is Bernoulli's differential equation. That also we'll try to complete on Monday, so that our first unit will be complete. Okay.
ओके
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Just a second. Let me stop the recording and.